Welcome to my channel. I am very happy to see you here. Show your support by liking, subscribing, and leaving comments. It doesn't require any effort from you, but it motivates me to create new videos. Sit back and enjoy watching. My wife, Emily, and I have been happily married for 5 years. She is a wonderful hostess, skillful cook, and thrifty person. I am also great with my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law. Even during our wedding dance, I couldn't help but notice her ageless beauty and impeccable grooming. It seemed like I had known her forever, and I immediately felt comfortable in her presence. It turned out that I quit my job and started looking for a new one, but I hadn't found the right one yet. My wife was working and I wasn't, and it didn't feel right. In the evening, my wife came home from work. In high spirits, I asked her why she was so cheerful. "Did you get your bonus?" "No, my parents are coming to visit tomorrow." "That's why I'm in such a good mood." "Well, that's great," I said. "It'll give us an excuse to have a drink." "All you want to do is drink," my wife said, and went off to her room. The next day, I got up early, as I couldn't sleep. I went to the kitchen, made myself some coffee, and went out on the balcony to smoke. After a while, I saw my father-in-law's car pulling up to our driveway. My wife and I went out to meet them, then sat down in the hall and began to celebrate their arrival. They will go back only tomorrow. My mother-in-law and my wife drank wine, and my father-in-law and I drank whiskey. In a couple of hours, everyone was already merry, joking, laughing. It was good. Only in the evening, everyone went to their rooms. I came to my wife, turned on the TV, and started watching. My wife watched a little with me, then fell asleep, but I stayed awake. I looked at the clock. It was almost 11 o'clock in the evening. I was thirsty. I went to the kitchen, poured mineral water into a glass, and sat down at the table. Footsteps were heard in the hallway, and my mother-in-law appeared in the doorway. "What, Mike, are you thirsty too?" she asked. "Yes," I replied. My mother-in-law walked over to the refrigerator and pulled out a mineral water. My gaze fell on her short robe that emphasized her figure. Mother-in-law turned around, saw my gaze, and asked a question. "So, how do you like it?" "What do you like?" "Well, I can see where you're looking," my mother-in-law continued. I had nowhere to go, so I replied, "I like it." Just then, to my surprise, my mother-in-law came closer and said that everyone was asleep. She sat down next to me like a cat, quietly and calmly. I had a glimpse that something was about to happen. Her face was curious. I was frantically thinking about how to act and what to say to make it okay. But she realized I couldn't make up my mind, moved even closer, and then it started. I had only one thought: not to wake up my wife and father-in-law. The next morning, the atmosphere was surprisingly normal. We all had breakfast together, chatting and laughing as if nothing had happened. My mother-in-law smiled warmly at me, and I realized that we had silently agreed to put this moment behind us. Later, as I sat on the balcony, my wife joined me. She rested her head on my shoulder and sighed contentedly. "I love you, Mike," she said. "I love you too, Emily," I replied. If you enjoyed my story, please put a like and subscribe for more stories. Your support makes a huge difference to me and helps me create more content. Thanks for watching.